You know, the Accord was like very zippity doo dah. The only thing was like it spewed oil everywhere, which kind of sucked. I don't think I appreciated that part. But the car was a good car, and I could see, you know what I mean? Like, that was the car I learned on. I taught myself how to drive on an Accord. That was literally the first vehicle I had ever sat in the driver's seat. And then I had the Astro after that. The Astro was cool, but I compare your engine to the Astro. When I hit the gas in both of those vehicles, neither of which fucking move. Like, they just sit still. There were a few times where in your car, I had, like, I'm in my van complex, and I stomped the gas, and the car crawled at, like, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whereas the van would be, like, 5, 10, 15, 20. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of moved, and I guess maybe that's VTEC. I don't fucking know. But the Ford was really my opening to me noticing that I needed something that had more beast to it because I needed to move. Not speed, but I need to be able to move. My brain can't process that it's going to take me 20 seconds to get through an intersection instead of 5. So, like...
You're a torque driver.
Apparently. And it's really obvious to me that it's like that because, like, going through the intersection with your car, no one was coming. Mm-hmm. But I really sat there, like, holding the gas all the way to the floor, like, oh my god, fucking move. And that was after I was able to reach it. So I was pretty displeased, you know, like, because I'm stomping it and it's, like, crawling. And then I see a truck. And then the car started to fucking accelerate. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, how do people drive these things, you know? So, like, I get that every car is different, but the acceleration in your Camry compares to the acceleration in the Astro. And the Astro was fucking quicker. Quicker.
Yeah, quicker.
It was lighter because he gutted the shit, probably. You know what I mean? But, like...
No, it was still a heavier vehicle, but because it was a bigger engine, it felt...
Probably.
You know, better because it moved.
Because, like, remember... I don't know if you were with me, actually, but one of the times I was learning how to drive the van... I went to the stop sign, I stopped, but then I hit the gas to go. There was no cars, and all of a sudden there was a motherfucking car. And I stopped. And the guy was like, go. And I was across the intersection in 2 seconds, whereas with your car, I'm like, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. Okay, I'm over the line. My, oh, my intersection, what a wonderful day.
I plan to address that. It's not even running how it should for the engine.
It drives me insane, though. It does. You know what I mean?
It needs a tune-up desperately.
Yes, it does. It does.
You're right about that.
So, like, that alone has made me driving your car not a wand. I don't want to... Not that I want a race car. I'm not saying that either.
But you want to
But I needed to fucking move.
Out of the way of oncoming traffic.
Right. Like, I almost feel like the lack of acceleration is dangerous because I don't know how to accelerate slower because no one ever had me in a car that went slower. Even the Camry wagon moved better than this dumb thing.
Right.
Which is crazy, because it's the same fucking car.
Same engine, same everything.
Hell, the Camry wagon's heavier, it should be slower. You know what I mean?
But that one, the engine was running right. I did all that shit to it.
Right, and then to be completely honest, though, those seats, something was up with those. Like, maybe because these are, like, really bad, you know what I mean? But I was able to see. I hopped in that wagon and I was ready to go. All right.
They were the LE seats.
So it matters. There's a difference. All right.
Power versus not power.
Well,
not power seats sit a little higher.
Let me tell you that the Camry wagon seats were perfect because I was able to drive that thing.
So I can get LE seats.
But I don't want LE seats. Why can't we just put a wagon rear end on this? I don't know. Like.
Because that won't change the seats.
No, I know. I'm just not, like, a fan. I'm not a fan.
Would you prefer a wagon?
No.
You just
I would
want
hate
it to
the
move.
wagon. No, I want a van. I just want a van. I think that's what I think my mind is, like, focused on wanting a van. I'm frustrated that I don't have one. I've only had 3 vans in my life. But I have had more cars than vans. And I definitely could tell you that van life is for me. And I don't mean soccer mom.
I'm with you.
I just really mean, like, I feel castrated. Like, I can't go to Home Depot. I can't go to Walmart I don't know why the fuck I would go to Walmart. But whatever. If I wanted to buy some big shit, like a TV that I can't fucking afford. You know, it would be nice that I could put it
Or
in
if
there.
somebody's donating a couch or whatever.
That
Yes.
oh my gosh, that happened the other day. It was a double pull-out sectional couch, Mark,
I know.
with 2 queen beds. That would have been perfect for the big kids. I was freaking bugging. It was in perfect condition, free. Just come get it. No one had commented on it too. I really wanted it, but I was like, yo, in the car, there's no way. No way.
Yeah, at that point we have to rent a U-Haul.
Right, so I really think that, you know, van life is a me thing. Whether I hook the van up or not is another thing, but there's all different types of stuff so that it can be medically ready and commercially ready, because that wheelchair lift is going to be a lifesaver if you've got an engine to fucking bring somewhere. So, like, it's a dual purpose thing. So even if we get a van that's already wheelchair capable, we can modify that vehicle. So those town and countries, dude, there's so many of them. Let's say we were to get a Shell, because people give these stupid things away. It was a '01 freaking Caravan even the other day. Wheelchair ramp, all that. They didn't want money for it. They said, come get it off the property. The transmission's gone, right? I did some research. Those measurements of that hole, basically, that it goes into, you know, you can redo all of that shit. I don't want to hear that you can't, because I know someone who put fucking Evo shit on a fucking Explorer. So I know damn well that you can Frankenstein whatever. You just gotta weld, you gotta know what you're doing, and don't fucking touch the frame. You know, like, don't hurt the frame. But that would be my goal. To take one of these shitty ass Shells, grab an engine and transmission, the wheel, like everything that you fucking need, the axles, because you will have to replace everything. And yes, you should. So do that. And then, modify it from there. Like, put in whatever fits in the hole, but something that makes sense. Not just whatever fits in the hole. And if it doesn't fit in the hole, modify it.
The catch-22 with that is you have OBD2 compliance issues with stuff that's newer. You have to go significantly older. Yeah,
So
you
what
have
does
to
that
go-
mean?
You have to go pre-96 with that.
That's fine, though. How hard is that?
Now you get into what is it that you would actually
Does the
drive.
engine have to be pre-96 too?
If you can make it work, the engine doesn't have to be. No.
Okay, so an Odyssey.
Into what body?
No, I meant an old Odyssey.
There was no Odyssey.
Really? I thought it was... What was the earliest Odyssey?
96, maybe 97.
Oh, okay, so it's like that borderline fuckery right there.
Yeah, they were only OBD2 then.
Oh, so you're... Oh, I see what
The
you're
OBD
saying.
ones were Accord wagons.
I see.
When they gave up on the Accord wagon, they came out with the Odyssey, but that was the same time.
So what
as
about like an old Mustang engine?
body? What body?
Oh, a Caravan or something.
But it has to be in pre-96.
Fine. You can modify anything. We are very good friends with Extreme Dimensions. Come on.
No, I don't care about what the fuck it looks like.
So
You're
what's the
talking
problem?
about one of the shittiest built vehicles ever.
Who gives a
like,
shit? It's not even going to be the same vehicle. We're going to gut it. Nothing will be the same.
The frame is shit.
Mark, do
The
you know
vehicle
that if I
is
magically am a
shit.
millionaire, so I could do all this to begin with, I'll pay someone to reinforce the frame, alright? If you're that worried about it. If I'm a bajillionaire, I'm buying the oldest fucking Honda-type vehicle I can that's big and just rocking with it. And maybe a fucking Volkswagen bus for fun. Alright, if it's money and it's not an issue, I'm buying a whole bunch of random shit
No,
and
see,
having
now
fun.
you had an idea there. You take a Volkswagen bus
I don't want to drive that
and
thing.
you put an Odyssey engine in.
I drive that bus in PUBG. It's mad slow. I'm all the way good.
You put an Odyssey engine.
No, I don't want that. No. Oh, I could put the
Mark's like,
Odyssey
"But fucking
body
listen."
over the bus.
That you could do
It
too.
could fit right on top of that bitch and just
Drop it
glue
on
it
the
on
front.
with like Gorilla Glue and shit.
Gorilla glue and
Yeah,
shit.
just Gorilla Glue the whole fucking body onto the other. Yo, I want to do this. This is something I could do. Any old van. Now
Ooh.
it doesn't even matter what van it is as long as it's tiny. So we need a tiny vehicle that I could drop an Odyssey
Ooh.
body over so it looks like an Odyssey.
Look at that one. 25. Oh, I was going to show Mark.
Sorry.
Mark, 25.
Wow.
So I
and
think
all I
it's
had on was
viable.
Adventure Sync.
My adventure sync keeps turning off.
They gave me 3 rare candies.
That's cool.
Flygon.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I think that the van idea is very viable. I think I'm being silly, but I really would, like, all right, when you got the Camry wagon and we mix and matched parts, I was like
14.
very intrigued.
Body is what dictates a lot of this.
Right, it does.
That's why I'm saying, you know, like
Honestly,
you kind of have to look around and see what you think is a viable body.
let's do it this way. If I was doing this tomorrow, no money, I would take whatever the fuck was free. It doesn't matter. It could be a shell, and I'll work on playing fit the pieces after.
A shell of what?
Who cares? Who cares? Whatever's. Let's look. What's on Craigslist right now? That's the fun part, you know. Like it's really easy to figure out. So let's figure it out. Let's see what random crap is for free on Craigslist. Oh, it costs money to post on Craigslist now, though. But let's do for sale. Free. What's free right now? Nothing that we want. This is funny. It says a cherry maple and oak tree fell. Come take it, it's free. What? Guys? Like, I'm looking for a vehicle, but that's funny. Alright, car. Antique car radio. Somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. They don't have to sit in silence. That's in Cold Spring. That's a cool old car radio. We're done with car radio. Because car radio is cool, but... Whoa, what?
What?
A random act of kindness free auto repair in Woodridge, New York. That's cool, but it looks like he's about to beat the car senseless. Look at him.
He is.
I need to screenshot
Damn wheel
that.
won't come off.
That's funny. That's great. Okay, so as of right now,
No vans.
no vehicles.
No
for
vehicles.
free. For free, okay? It does cost money to post, so
Right,
I'm
right.
assuming people are just not posting them for free. I guess I wouldn't either. So let's sort lowest to highest under cars. Oh, I did highest to lowest because I'm not intelligent. Hold on. Audi S4 for parts. There we
No
go.
title.
Let me read. How do you know there's no title?
Read it. There's no other reason for an S4 to be for parts.
It has a lot of problems. It has a title and it's clean. Actually.
Really?
Asshole. So anyway, I love how he writes the first sentence is, I have a complete car as well as a bunch of parts for a 2001 Audi S4.
Okay, so what's the problem?
All right, here are the problems. It needs an O2 sensor as well as the e-gas pedal actuator.
Okay.
Has body damage, rear bumper, 116,000 miles on it. It started okay, but he has no interest in the car. It's been sitting on the property. This is spam. It's gotta be. I really just want it God and blah blah blah. You can make some money if you want to part it out. BBS wheels, headlights, mirrors, fender, passenger fender, auto transmission, trunk doors, other miscellaneous suspension parts, etc.
Why would it be spam?
The way it's written, it looks fake. It says, I really have no interest in the car. It wasn't mine, but it's been sitting on my property. I'd like to sell everything altogether for a decent price for the two of us. I really just want it all gone. And for the price I'm asking, you'd have a good car if you took time with it. That alone, that whole sentence, paragraph thing, that's very common to hear. You know what I mean? For
That's something I would
scammers.
write, though.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't write, I'd like to sell everything altogether. Why would you even write that? Why would you write that it was sitting
You're
on
not
property and
trying
you'd like to
part
sell
it
it?
out. You're being upfront about
No, that's
the car
not.
we're sitting.
I don't know. It looks sketch. I have no faith. I'll go to Free Cycle. You're right. I don't like people.
Everything all together. You want to sell everything.
After crying about how the property and the car isn't his and he's selling it, that alone, sketch as hell. I'm like, nah. Because you know what? There was an R8 that I tried to contact and it was very similar.
Yeah.
Alright, so there is no search on Free Cycle. Oh, yes, there is. I'm just dumb. Search. I can't do it on mobile, apparently. So it's a womp womp. Offers. Sofa bed, lamp, cassettes. Okay,
No.
just pick a random vehicle, Mark. That would be cheap to get a show.
Van. So, yeah, just type van. Type van.
I couldn't on FreeCycle. It wasn't working. And a couch and a love seat and a ladder for a van. That's Jimmy's glass. Look. That's his glass in the back.
No.
No.
No? Looks like it.
I think that's for a full-size van.
I don't know.
Looks a little bigger than what he needs.
Okay, here we go. 1998 Honda Odyssey. $400. I don't have to change shit.
What you mean you don't gotta change shit?
Engine leaks oil bad. It sounds perfect. It's a salvage title, also perfect. It's cheaper. There you go. Get me $400.
Why best used for parts? Just because the engine?
It's a salvage title, also.
Who cares?
Right, me don't
I'd
care.
want that
Me
shit.
want van. Me going to hit reply. Is the van still available?
Because that's before they decided to go full minivan with it. That's an Accord wagon, really.
Yeah, it's pretty. They have a Dodge Caravan for $400 near Port Jervis. Go-karts,
Okay.
$400.
See, that's definitely better than
Two
a Caravan.
go-karts. No, I need the van though.
It's better than a
It's better
Caravan.
than a caravan.
Go-karts.
Eclectic furniture. Alright, so that's really it at 400 or less. I did not go higher. I already found an Odyssey I want. That was very quick. That took me no time whatsoever. So an Odyssey. That Odyssey, maybe.
So that's not a candidate for a fun swap?
Yeah, but I
it's a
don't need to
98?
swap it. I want it, so that's fine.
Okay.
I could put a newer Odyssey engine in it, can't
No, you
I? Womp. Well, still, I'd be happy. Why not, though?
Because it won't meet the standards of that one.
I don't understand. I
when you
can't
go
just put,
for-
like, a new ECU and shit and call it a day?
No.
Why not?
Because when you go for inspection,
Oh.
the inspection reads the ECU.
And then this says 2008 Odyssey, and it's like, nah,
Exactly.
that sucks. That sucks. Okay. Well, it sounded good in my head.
So
But I would
your-
still be happy with
when
the
you plug
$400
in-
Odyssey, you know?
Your ECU has to read 98 Odyssey. And then the parameters for the stock engine of a 98 Odyssey get loaded into the computer to measure.
2000 Chevy Astro cargo van with 57,000 miles.
What?
$500. Read carefully. Van starts and runs, but not like it used to. It overheats and stops running. Someone has to figure it out. That's amazing.
A 4.3 Vortec? Really?
He's like not having it. He doesn't want to deal with it. It's got the cage,
That's the come up right there.
right? $500. Alright, so for under a G, I could get pretty much any van I freaking want. I have choices.
I don't know about any van you want, but yes.
Those
you
are
have a few
vans I
options.
want. Look, there's another Astro 750 in Wallkill, and this one looks better.
Is it a cargo or a regular?
Cargo. Now, I like that because I don't have to worry about New York and their dumb tinted window policy.
On no van do you have to worry about that. It's only on a car.
Whatever. It sounded good. There's no windows on it though whatsoever, so that's my point though. There is no worry. 0 windows. Oh, that's the inside of a Sprinter? Jesus, I thought that was like a fucking apartment. It was giant for $950. It is beat. It's a 04 and they beat it up. Jesus Christ. Look at this.
Holy shit. That is
Yo,
fucking hilarious.
They gutted the door.
Yeah.
Why? Who does that?
Probably broke the shit and they're not replacing it.
And they dropped like plywood on the floor. They didn't even try.
Why bother? It's obviously a work vehicle. They were probably like hauling
Just
drywall
buy this
and
random Chevy transmission.
shit. 4L60? 4L80? Ooh!
I don't know what a Dodge Maxi van is, but I felt like Maxi Pad as soon as I read that, so I wouldn't want that.
That's what I was thinking.
I hit $1,000, so we're already done. I went too far. That Odyssey is a perfect candidate, and I have sent out an email because I'm going to get this somehow, some way. I don't know how, but there needs to be an Audi in my future.